So I came to Australia in 2003. I went to Victoria University in Footscray. And we used to hear about it all the time. Oh, Footscray, don't go there, Vietnamese gangs, stabbings, whatever.
Yeah.
And now we don't hear anything about Vietnamese gangs.
No,
yeah,
because,
so they have a similar. I get
all those young Vietnamese kids back in the day, they're all grown up now. So, and some of them have, or a lot of them have kids, and they're married. I know some of them, right? A lot of them, and they've kind of grown out of it. And then the kids who are born through those generations, they're Australian. They're
I get that.
Aussies now, so they don't need to feel like they don't belong. Those things don't happen.
I get that. So that happened in the case of the Vietnamese community, but it's not guaranteed that it's going to happen across the board with all cultures, because you have second, third generation Pakistanis in Britain that haven't assimilated. The second, third generation Pakistani Americans have assimilated. So not every culture is going to assimilate the way some other culture did.
I think it's a little bit different. I think Australian culture is a little bit different though, in that sense. And but like I said, his history shows that he does. Like, it's not just the Vietnamese; it's the Greeks and the Italians as well.
That's what I'm saying.
In the 60s, is
yeah,
it?
Because Greeks and Italians were Europeans, so they had their own baggage, and obviously didn't take that long for them to assimilate. Now, Vietnamese in Australia, obviously they assimilated, but there's so many other cultures that do not assimilate. For example, there's Algerians in France, the Turks in Germany, there's Pakistanis and Bangladeshis in Britain who didn't assimilate after 3 or 4 generations. Some cultures are not going to integrate. Vietnamese, for example, do they have a culture of wherever we go, we have to dominate, we have to take over, we have to, form our own government or something? Yeah. Islam does that. Islam perpetuates that. Islam divides the world into 2 major groups, Darul Harb and Darul Islam. Darul Islam means House of Islam, Muslim countries, House of Islam. And then you have Darul Harb, which is a house of war, where you have to go and you have to turn that into a House of Islam.
It is without a doubt, the Quran is the only way forward. The Sharia of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the only system that we should abide to, that we should follow, that we should seek to establish on earth.
Now, ordinary Muslims don't know that. They may not know that, and that's perfectly fine. My family is Muslim. They're not actively, secretly planning to, we're going to take over Australia or not. But then you only need some leaders. You only need some people, like Muslim Brotherhood. Hizb ut-Tahrir. Hizb ut-Tahrir in this country is banned in Egypt, is banned in Pakistan, is banned in Bangladesh, but it's registered as a charity organization in Australia. Muslim Brotherhood is banned in most Middle Eastern countries as an extremist Islamist group, but it's registered as charity in England. I think Germany just recently banned them. It's listed as a charity in America. And they're the ones who have radicalized Western universities. And that's why you see these people waving ISIS and Hamas flags in university campuses. And Western leaders are like, oh, but we have free speech. What do we do? Well, you're breeding radicalization in this country. And these people say that. They burn Australian flags. Did you see those people who are burning Australian flags? No. I'm not a very nationalist kind of a person, but fuck that.
Where did this happen?
At Federation Square. They burned it last week when those people turned up on Sydney Harbour Bridge. Julian Assange, and behind him, they had Ayatollah's photos. Like, Julian Assange. I mean, I used to love that guy, but he's hanging out with these people who glorify the Ayatollahs, Hamas. Like, for fuck's sake, there's a reason. No, Vietnamese people were never going to get into it. Yeah, I'm a bit ignorant of Vietnamese culture, that they might have their own whatevers, but there is a reason why Vietnamese actually integrated and assimilated. They didn't have the cultural baggage that Muslims or Islamists bring. Now, Sudan is a predominant... Now, I'm not saying Sudanese people here are doing that in the name of Islam. I'm not saying that. I think Sudanese people, refugees, they've come here from, war-torn countries. That brings in different kind of problems. Yeah, I better shut up on that.
No, I think eventually things will start to change.
Yeah.
Okay, for the Sudanese or the new immigrants, but it doesn't change. But it doesn't help people living now who are scared. Right,
who are getting stabbed.
but also it doesn't help the majority, the 95% of other Sudanese people who are living in peace, I guess, right? Who are doing the right thing, not doing anything that a normal Australian who has been here for the last 30, 40, 50 years isn't doing. But so that's what's going to cause this hatred. And I think we spoke about already, social media plays a big part in this.
No, but that's
So-
why the other 95% of Sudanese people who are good, hardworking people want to live in peace. That's why the onus is on them to come out, start condemning these people. The reason why England is ready to blow up, it's fucking about to blow up, okay? You guys will see. Like, I've been sounding the alarm for a while. It's about to blow up. England is looking at a civil war, and it's no longer a secret anymore. Elon Musk is tweeting about that, and it's just the main reason for that, of course, the vast majority of Muslims living there, they're just they're decent, ordinary, everyday Muslims. They've got nothing to do with these radical Islamists and jihadis. That they want to live their life. They want to be left alone. But sorry, you can't be left alone. You need to come out and condemn these people. But what they do, they don't condemn them. What they do, they actually condemn people like Tommy Robinson who are condemning these Islamists. They say, "Oh, you're racist. You're far right." That's a.
but are they though? I think. It's
Oh
just-
yeah, absolutely.
I think
I
it's
follow
just-
all of them.
But I think it's just more the woke people who are the loudest who do that. I think
No,
like you
they
said,
form alliances with wokes,
Yeah, but I think the
like Abby
the
Chatfield in Australia.
yeah, but the normal general people living their lives, I don't think they're going either way. I think they're just in the middle.
No, but
I
you
just think
can't
I
stay
just think they're
silent.
like myself, they're just uninformed. It
No,
doesn't
but you're
affect their
you're white
day-to-day.
privilege.
Yeah.
I'm talking.
but it's just they're just living every day, right?
I'm
so
joking.
No.
That's woke language, not my language. I just thought that I've said it so many times, people might actually start believing it.
yeah, I don't think they're either way. So I don't know. I don't know about the whole. They're
So you
condemning-
think that? So you think when things are heating up, where the collective temperature of the public is so high, because all of these things are set in motion, and they're set in their ways, and the Pakistani or the Muslim community of Britain, they're saying, we're perfect, we're good, there's no problem. Don't look at us, you're far right, racist thug. That's it. And then on the other side, which are the far right, they're saying, we've had enough. We've had so many grooming gangs. We've had our girls raped. We've had so many stabbings. We've seen so many Muslim ghettos where no ordinary Brit can go. We've had enough. Now we have to deport you all. There's a word that's being thrown in England. And again, these echo chambers have got millions of people in it. And they're saying remigration. We don't care if you're a third or fourth generation